Husband, 35 meters, demanded I, 29F, stop cooking for friends plus 6-month update. I am not the oop. Oop is you, throw RA on ship 862. Husband, 35 meters, demanded I, 29F, stop cooking for friends plus 6-month update. Originally posted to our relationship advice. Previous BORU. Trigger warning. Verbal abuse, emotional abuse and emotional manipulation, depression, misogyny, divorce. Less than. Original post April 3, 2023. My husband and I have been married for 3 months. He comes from a much more traditional background than I do. When we were dating, he swept me off my feet. We went out for dinners, lovely vacations, and he brought me numerous care packages. He works as an executive and makes good money. Last year I started a baked goods side hustle. It brings me so much joy. I ended up becoming really busy, made more friends, and now I'm way more social. My husband has become angry that I cook and spend evenings with my girlfriends. It's maybe 12 nights a week and I don't really see people much outside of that. He said I'm not a good wife and he feels used. When I said I was going to buy a car with my own money, he became even angrier. He refused to pay for groceries and said I need to contribute more $. So now with working, cooking lunch and dinner, it's become exhausting. How can I reason with my husband? I feel like I've grown a lot, and he's not happy. TL. Dr. Husband angry when I'm away. Relevant comments. Peak Penguins. He said I'm not a good wife and he feels used. I'd be interested in hearing him explain in detail how you're not being a good wife. By spending time with people who aren't him. Doing things that aren't for him? Oop replied. He keeps telling that he's been unhappy. Which is strange, because I've been really happy and bubbly. He says I'm not pulling my weight because I don't cook as much. He stopped buying food for us, so it's been more work to keep up. Barnstable Pearl. Do you have another job? How much of your joint income do you have access to? You say he refused to pay for groceries, which makes me worry about financial abuse. Oop replied. I work part-time as a model, and lately both industries have been busy. I don't have access to our joint income. We keep everything separate. Ruby June Rocket. A supportive partner will never make you feel small or like you have to shrink yourself down for them. But that is exactly what that man is doing. It happens in Hollywood. The woman in the couple gets more famous or wins a major award and the husband starts feeling some kind of way. You are starting to shine and he is trying to dull you. You deserve to be a star. Oop replied. Thank you. It's been so upsetting. I've started getting great contracts and suddenly he wants to move away, where the industry isn't as good. I'm so puzzled because I'm happier and I didn't think it would cause so many problems. Magic Carpet 5846. The reality is, your husband wants a traditional wife. He wants a woman whose sole existence is to serve him and his family. Your role is to cook for him, take care of him, bear and rear as many or as few kids as he desires and put up with whatever he wants. He makes a bunch of money and he feels as though that's his right as not only a man, but a successful man. I get everyone on Reddit telling you not to tolerate it, and you shouldn't, but you need to be hyper-realistic about the situation you're in. He isn't going to change. There is no point in trying to convince him. If you try to change him, one of two, I guess three, things is going to happen. He will leave you, cheat on you, or become violent. He's already become angry with you for beginning to challenge him. So do not doubt the possibility that he will become physical. You need to simply decide if you're in his views on what a marriage should be are compatible. And they very well may not be. But if this isn't what you want, you need to make plans to leave, not plans to stand up for him. Otherwise, you may be in physical danger. or at a minimum left in a situation with no plan. He may become vengeful in a divorce and do everything he can to take everything from you and leave you with even less than you came into the marriage with. I can't impress upon you that the choices are either accept the marriage he wants, or do not say anything until you're in a position to quickly and safely leave. Oop replied, "Thank you. I'm realizing it's worse than I thought. He's been acting strangely, like booking vacations without telling me, threatening to have an open marriage. All because I haven't been cooking in the last month and not putting any effort into our marriage. I guess I didn't want to say it, but he has started yelling over things as well. We dated for 1.5 years and a lot of this stuff is out of character. I guess I'll quietly make a decision without him." Update May 23, 2023. Hi Reddit. I first posted a few months ago. Here are relationship advice. Comments: 12x67e. Husband 35m demand 8029f stop cooking for. And wow. I wasn't expecting such an outpouring of support and comments from all of you. I read all of your comments and kept coming back to the page. I wanted to update earlier, but I needed to give myself time. Things have been really messy and hectic and I had a hard time thinking anything through. I really tried to reason with my husband. I just couldn't get through to him. Any conversation would turn to him saying, "You say you love me, but your actions don't match," or the silent treatment, or him suddenly saying I'm not bringing in enough money, etc., etc. I spent so much time crying, curled into a ball, shaking from anxiety, that eventually I just became numb. I finally decided to take a break and moved in with a friend of mine. It's been a month. It's hard and it sucks. My husband says that now he can safely date other people, and that these other women are less demanding and treat him better. He keeps reminding me that I've put on a little weight and that he wants someone who is healthier. So for me, I've been focusing on work and spending time with my friends. I don't know what will happen with my husband or if he will ever come around. I know it's not exactly a perfect update, but this is where I am. Unfortunately, I don't have my baking supplies, but I'm hoping in the future I'll be more settled. Thanks again. Reddit. Relevant comments. Leather Opinion 8154. So not only did he make you feel horrible, made you cry, fat shame you and try to manipulate you, he also is trying to make you crawl back to him at his beck and call and make you jealous. These are his true colors op. You've built something for yourself that you love to do outside of your relationship and made friends that he's angry about that. He's angry because you have accomplished something. He's angry that you are happy and that you have friends. He can't do anything. I still don't understand what he meant by, "You love me but your actions don't match." Like how? What have you supposedly done that your actions of love don't match when you say it? How did he feel used when you started your business and go out with friends? Well, let me tell you, he didn't. His is just mad at you because you've done something for yourself and you're successful and happy. And he's jealous of that. He's just trying to find things to start problems that don't even need to be there. You deserve better than him, and since you guys are separated, he thinks he can cheat on you? You don't need that from him. Also, you are a beautiful person inside and out. Don't let his words about your body get to you. If he wants a skinny girl, then by all means let him have a skinny girl. It's okay if you've put on a little bit of weight. Bigger girls are better. TBH, you really need to have a conversation with him on why he feels this way and resents you. If he still ignores you and doesn't want to do anything to fix things with you, just divorce him. A man like that will never come around. Oop replied, "His true colors are here. He isn't who he used to be. We went from such a happy dating life. He was so generous and always treated me for meals and vacations. And he was emotionally available and always willing to listen. I didn't see the red flags because I Thought it was because of his culture. He said, "Oh, your financial background is very, very bad. My family won't accept you." I believed him because I don't have a formal education. I blamed myself for being so anxious and needy. But when I healed my anxious attachment style, I became a healthier and happier version of myself. Then the wheels really fell off. So basically, this is a very long response to say thank you. I needed this thread. I come back to hear positive words like yours, telling me I'm worth more and still beautiful, even from the stress of overeating. So thank you. Thank you. Hashtag NEW update 6 months later. Update 6 months later, November 8th, 2023. Hey mods. I hope this is okay. I'm not looking for advice, but I wanted to give a final update because people have been asking. Hi Reddit. 7 months ago I posted here because I was struggling in my marriage. Links here. First post. Our relationship advice comments 12x67e husband 35 meters demanded I 29f stop cooking for. Second post. Our relationship advice comments 13 pdghb update husband 35 meters demanded I 29f stop cooking. I was in a dark place and honestly pretty depressed. At the time I was running around, trying to buy groceries and cook elaborate dinners for my husband who was continually unhappy. I had suggested counseling but I was told, nothing is wrong, and he was constantly toying with me by taking his financial support away. I remember one of our last dates he said, "Let's get you some food," then when we'd go to the restaurant he would force to make me pay. However, the good news, I started weekly therapy and worked so hard. And guess what? I am legally separated from my soon-to-be ex-husband and living on my own. It takes a year until we can legally divorce, but the process has been started. I have focused on work and my friendships and they have honestly saved me. I can't believe I used to beg to go out for 12 nights a week. And now I have friends over almost every day. Life is so much better, and happier, and lighter. And I'm baking again. My ex has not done so well. He was let go from his job and ran into some legal trouble. We see each other once in a while. I have zero hopes of ever getting back together with him, but he tells me he is depressed and lost. He really thinks we will be together again someday. Also, there weren't any other women, something which he constantly threatened me with when we were together. He admitted he just didn't have much luck, and that he hasn't been with anyone else. It was a total fabrication. So that's it. Thanks Reddit, you were totally right and it took me forever to see that. TL. Dear, I'm legally separated. This is a repost sub IAM, not the oop. He admitted he just didn't have much luck, and that he hasn't been with anyone else. It was a total fabrication. It's truly a mystery why women weren't lining up to date the unemployed misogynist. If my wife was willing to cook for me, along with being a successful baker and model, I'd be proud of my ability to snag someone like that and would be bragging about the things she does for me. This is the kind of woman red pillars dream about, and it's still not enough for that person. Just goes to show, I guess. Shrugs. With that attitude and personality, this husband is simple a pathetic misogyny being. Also, if you check OP's post history, dear God, it's alarming. I am glad OP left this pathetic excuse of a husband, but at the same time, I hope she stays safe and also stays far away from that guy who tried to choke her. He love-bombed her into a relationship and changed into his true self as soon as he thought he had her locked in. He has not found a naive woman to fall for his charms yet. This type of man likes to prey on the meek. I didn't expect the update to be so positive. Life is so much better. And happier. And lighter. And I'm baking again. Fuck yes. My ex has not done so well. He was let go from his job and ran into some legal trouble. We see each other once in a while. I have zero hopes of ever getting back together with him. And another. Fuck yes. This is a brilliant update. Oop is shining like the magical star she is. So happy Oop got out and is thriving. Oh boy. Well, I've read her comments and other posts. Apparently she is now dating a 31-year-old, whom is even worse. And she has gone back in time with age to 26. I was actually hoping there would be some recipes I could look at. Yet another case of a man vastly overestimating his value on the open market and losing a woman who he had already deceived into loving his stupid-ass self. This woman is the woman who has learned something we all need to remember. The only place for trash is the bin. This is a Liz story. Op has other posts where she claims to be 26F and has been dating someone for 5 months. Aw, you didn't have the girlies flocking to you with that winning personality? Maybe he's put on a bit of weight. Winter's coming. Go Op. I hope you never go back. Life is fleeting and you should be happy to do what you love. Why don't these guys just stick an AI model's face above a fleshlight and order takeout if they want to treat women like a robotic maid so badly? Also, there weren't any other women. Something which he constantly threatened me with when we were together. He admitted he just didn't have much luck, and that he hasn't been with anyone else. It was a total fabrication. So it's not from lack of trying on his part. Sounds like an abusive version of Cece and Schmidt from New Girl. Oh, how I love a happy ending. The scariest thing that I see on here over and over is the way people can hide their true selves for years. Please leave him, he is abusive and you can do so much better. He had a model wife, literally, who spent most of her time with him, cooked, was happy and bubbly, and loved him. Now, because he's a selfish, petty misogynist, he has nothing. Instant karma doesn't happen often. But when it does, it's often glorious.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.